तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लाङ्घायते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं। नमयों विष्णुपादाय श्रीगौरप्रियमूर्तये श्रीमते भक्तिवल्लभतीर्थगोस्वामिनामिने। कृपया क्षमतामपराधिजनं खलु शायुतशक्तसुदीननरं सुपथे परिचालय सर्वदिनं। प्रणमामि च माधव देवपदम्। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ग्रंथेरारंभे करि मंगलाचरण गुरु वैष्णव भगवान तीनेर स्मरणे हय विघ्न विनाशन अनायासे हय निज वांछित पूरन। Today is a auspicious tithi. It is the festival of Nanda Maharaj. Nanda Maharaj had organized a very grand festival in Gokul Dham upon the arrival of Supreme Lord Shri Krishna as his son. And also this date is also important because one of the foremost preachers of Krishna Bhakti, Krishna consciousness in the Western continent, most revered, my revered Shiksha Guru Pada Padma, Nityalil Pravishashila Bhakti Vedanta Goswami Maharaj, his appearance day. It's also his appearance day today. On the Nanda Maharaj's appearance day, he had Nanda Maharaj's festival day, he has appeared in this material world. So this is to be greatly honored by all those who have become members of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission, for both the reasons that Nanda Maharaj is observing a grand festival and also one of the foremost preachers of Mahaprabhu's Prema Dharma to the Western world, and also in India, his appearance day. So, first we will hear few words about Nanda Maharaj and the festival of Nanda Maharaj in Gokul Dham. As we know, Sri Krishna, after he took birth in the prison house in Mathura, by his order, Vasudeva brought the infant Krishna to Gokul, and then he took the daughter of Yashoda, Yogamaya Devi to the prison. Now, next day, when Nanda Maharaj and others they see that they have a very beautiful boy born, Nanda Maharaj observes a grand festival. He invites several reciters of Vedic hymns, of the Puranas, and of the royal families, and other, those who are glorifiers of the event. So all those persons were brought, and Nanda Maharaj had, donated 2 million cows to the Brahmanas. 2 million cows, each of them decorated with golden saris, beautiful dresses covered with gold, means the embroidery of gold. And the horns were decorated with gold. And so he gave in charity 2 million cows to all the Brahmanas. And those who have come to chant the hymns, Vedic hymns and other hymns, etc., to them also he has given whatever they desired. Because Srimad Bhagavatam, it says Nanda Maharaj is Udara Cheta, very, very broad minded person. And when he saw that he has a child, he was overly ecstatic, and then he distributed to all the Brajavasis, not only to the Brahmanas, etc., but so many persons, several other persons, they had come. Gopas, the friends of Nanda Maharaj, they had come wearing nice turbans and beautiful garments. And the women folk, they also came nicely decorated with beautiful ornaments and nice dresses, etc. They were all running quickly to Nanda Maharaj's place. They all wanted to they all blessed Krishna. May you live long, my child, as a king. They are blessing him that you live long as a king in a royal way. They are blessing him by, sprinkling the turmeric waters and oils, etc. And all the friends of Nanda Maharaj, they are playing sports with ghee, clarified butter, with milk, yogurt, like sprinkling. We do like water sport, they are doing milk sports, sprinkling milk, sprinkling yogurt, and they are applying butter on each other's faces. They are all making merry. It's a festival of great merry. Not only in Nanda Maharaj's house, it indicates how much they are all together for the service of Krishna. They consider Krishna to be the son of their own house, not of someone else's house. That's why Krishna is attraction of entire Gokul Dham. His attraction, he is the center of the entire Gokul Dham. Everyone was pleased. Ordinarily we see that someone is pleased when their house has riches, when they are in their house, then a beautiful child is born. Whatever, if some auspicious or good thing happens in one's own house, they will be happy. In others' house, they are not as happy. Okay, it's okay. But here in Brajadham, everyone were happy seeing the prosperity in Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj's house. They had come to bless him and give him various gifts. And also Nanda Maharaj gave each one of them various ornaments and various kinds of gifts. In this manner, the Brajadham was completely in great ecstasy. That is Nandotsav, Nanda Maharaj's festival. I told in brief because we have to speak about Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj also. But what is Nanda Maharaj? Why Supreme Lord Sri Krishna has appeared? The Lord's appearance is for the sake of his devotees. The Lord, whatever activity he does, it is to give pleasure to his devotees, nothing else. Therefore, Lord's appearance here in Nanda Maharaj's house or in Devaki's womb, whatever it is to give them, ananda, bliss. So, our most revered Param Guru Pada Padma Nitilil Pravishla Bhakti, Daita Madhav Goswami Maharaj, he speaks about the glories of devotee and glories of Nanda Maharaj in particular. Because today is Nandotsav, when we sing the glories of Nanda Maharaj, automatically Krishna will be very pleased. Because devotees are very dear to him. It is for them Lord has appeared. Therefore, if they are honored, if they are served, they are respected, if their glories are sung, the Lord feels that his glories are being sung. So, our most revered Srila Gurudev during the Janmashtami festival in Calcutta Mutt, he spoke about Bhakta Bhagavan, devotee and Supreme Lord. Means what relation they carry and what is the importance. Speaks. I will not go through all of it because it's going to take time. But I will just read that portion which is very, very particular to Nanda Maharaj. वात्सल्य रसेर सेवक सेविका श्री नंद महाराज श्री यशोदा माता श्री कृष्ण के उत्तम रूपे आह्लाद दिया चिलेन बोले ताहराओ भक्तोत्तमो. There are 5 different mellows in Krishna's planet. That is Shanta, Das, Sakhya, Vatsalya and Madhur. Shanta is not really considered to be in Prema Bhakti because Prema Bhakti begins only from Dasya up until Prema or Kantaras or Madhuryaras, conjugal love. And here the Vatsalya Raser Sevak Sevika, the servants of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna in the Vatsalya Rasa, means in the parental mood, that is Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj, because they are giving great pleasure to Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, they are called as supreme devotees. The Sakhas, they are also very high class supreme devotees. Those who are in the parental mood, Nanda Maharaj, Yashomati Devi, they are also in the supreme loving mood or supreme devotees. And of course, Gopis and Radharani, they are all topmost devotees. आज श्री कृष्ण आविर्भावे नंद महाराजेर आनंदोत्सव. Our most revered Param Gurudev says, today, on the eve of Sri Krishna's appearance, today is Nanda Maharaj's Anandotsav. It is a festival that is observed by Nanda Maharaj today. तार कृपा होले आम्रा कृष्ण कृपा लाभे समर्थ होगो. If we receive the blessings of Nanda Maharaj, then we will become recipients of Krishna's grace. Means, if we get the grace of Nanda Maharaj, then we will get the grace of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. Because Bhagavat Kripa, Bhakta Kripa Anugamini. Jar upare Bhakter Kripa, tar upare Bhagavanir Kripa. Param Gurudev used to say this, that on whomever the devotee showers the mercy, the Lord mercy follows that. So, Srila Param Gurudev is writing here, if we receive the mercy of Nanda Maharaj, then we will become recipients of Krishna's mercy also. Shrutimapare smritimitare bharatamanye bhajantu bhavabhitaah ahamiha nandam vande yasyalinde param brahma. From Padyavali, this is written by Raghupati Upadhyaya. He is telling that भवभीत व्यक्तिगण के हो श्रुति के हो स्मृति के हो व महाभारत के भजना करें करुण. Those who are fearful of this material world, threefold afflictions and birth, death, old age, disease, etc. Those who are fearful of this material world, let them worship the Shruti Shastras. Let them worship the Smriti Shastras, Puranas, etc. And let them worship Mahabharata. Because those who are fearful of material, those who want to get liberated, those who want to get freed from material bondage or from threefold afflictions, they follow Shruti Shastras or Smriti Shastras or Mahabharata. Raghupati Upadhyaya is telling that those who want to do that, let them do so. আমি কিন্তু Nanda Maharaj কে বন্দনা করছি. But I offer my obeisances to Nanda Maharaj. I am not worshipping the Shruti, Smriti or Puranas, but I am worshipping Nanda Maharaj. কারণ পরব্রহ্ম শ্রীকৃষ্ণ যার প্রেমে বশীভূত হয়ে তার আলিন্দে হামাগুড়ি দিচ্ছেন. Is telling that why will I worship Nanda Maharaj? Why not Shruti, Smriti, etc.? The reason is because Parabrahma Shri Krishna, Supreme Lord Shri Krishna, being completely subdued by his love, by the love of Nanda Maharaj, he is playing or he is crawling in the veranda of Nanda Maharaj. Therefore, I worship that Nanda Maharaj. Because Shrutis, what are they doing? They are searching for Krishna. Smritis, they are also searching for Krishna. Mahabharata, searching for Krishna. Purana, they are searching for, they are speaking about Krishna. Their target is Krishna. But that Krishna is playing in the house of Nanda Maharaj. Therefore, I worship Nanda Maharaj, whom everyone is searching for. That fellow is playing in the house of Nanda Maharaj. Therefore, I worship Nanda Maharaj. Nandah kim akarod brahman shreya evam mahodayam yashodava mahabhago papo yasya stanam harihi. Bhagavat. And from Srimad Bhagavat, another verse is being said by Param Gurudev. He Brahman, Nanda Maharaj এমন কি স্বীকৃতি করেছিলেন যে জন্য কৃষ্ণ তার পুত্ররূপে এসেছিলেন. What kind of pious activities did Nanda Maharaj do that Krishna has come in his house as his own son? যশোদাই বা এমন কি স্বীকৃতি করেছিলেন যে জন্য সাক্ষাৎ পরব্রহ্ম কৃষ্ণ তাকে মা বলে ডেকে তার স্তনদুগ্ধ পান করেছিলেন. And what kind of pious activities that Yashoda performed that Krishna is calling her as mother. Mother means actually he has no birth. Krishna has no birth. Mother means someone has given birth to him. Even though he has no birth, he is addressing Yashoda as mother. What kind of sukriti that Yashoda has performed? That Krishna is addressing her as mother and he is drinking the milk of Yashoda. What great fortune that Yashoda has got. एकदा ब्रह्मा श्री कृष्ण के परीक्षा करबार जन्य गोवत्स और गोप बालकगण के हरण करार पर तत्कर्तृक मोहित होले तच्चरणे शरणागत हुए स्तव करते करते श्रीकृष्ण प्रिय ब्रजवासी गणेर प्रेम सौभाग्य अतिशयार प्रशंसा करे बोलेছিলেন. And one time when Brahma had stolen the calves and the cowherd boys, and then later realized that he had committed a grave offense at the lotus feet of Krishna, he came to sing the glories of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. At that time, even Brahma spoke about the extreme fortune of all the Brajavasis. What did he say? Aho bhagyam Nanda Gopa Vrajaukasam Yanmitram Paramanandam Purnam Brahma Sanatanam. Nanda Gopa O Brajavasi Ganer Bhagyer Sima Nai. There is no limit to the fortune of Nanda Maharaj and all the other Brajavasis. Brahmaji is praying like this, that there is no boundary limit the fortune that Nanda Maharaj and all the Brajavasis have. Jehetu Paramananda Swarupa Purna Brahma Sanatan Tader Mitra Rupe Prakat Hoyechile. Because Paramananda Swarup, he who is a personification of all bliss, supreme bliss, and Purna Brahma, complete or absolute reality, Sanatana, eternal, that Krishna has become their friend. What a great fortune! There is no boundaries to the fortune of the Brajavasis, because Purna Brahma Krishna has become their friend. In this manner, Nanda Maharaj and other cowherd boys and Yashoda Devis, all their fortune, great fortune is sung. Today is Nanda Maharaj's festival. Therefore, without the grace of Nanda Maharaj, if we want to get the grace of Supreme Lord, it's not possible without Nanda Maharaj's grace. And our most revered Param Gurudev, he used to observe this Nandotsav with great, enthusiasm. He would observe this with great enthusiasm. Every year he would invite several persons, and then he would offer grand feast without any reservation or thinking about if so much material is available in the mutt or not, because these days there is not much scarcity in any mutt. Usually, previously it was not so. Now we have guest house in every mutt. The buses are coming. Those who are coming, the pilgrims, they are giving money. So some income is there to the mutt. But previously it was used to be begging alms. And Mayapur, where to beg? They used to go to Calcutta to beg alms to maintain Mayapur temple. And elsewhere in Calcutta also they used to go and beg. During those times when it was very difficult to collect money, and even once at the time when there was drought in Calcutta, there was no proper supply in the mutt itself. It was poor, and when during this time it was there was no supply of material. Even at that time, Param Gurudev had declared that everyone should come. All those who have attended Harikatha, all of you should come, and you should inform others also. You should bring others also, because tomorrow is Nanda Maharaj's festival. In this manner he announced. Even though his disciples told Guru Maharaj, please don't announce this time. Every year we are observing it, but this year it's very difficult. We have no stock in our grocery house. There is no stock. There is no money to purchase. Therefore don't announce. Still, our Param Gurudev had announced that all of you should come. Not only you should come, but you should inform others that in Sri Chaitanya Gaudiya Math a grand festival is going on. All of you should come. And that night, after Harikatha, all the devotees again they approached Param Gurudev. Guru Maharaj, what did you do? We asked you not to announce. Guru Maharaj did not answer, simply chant the holy name. Next day morning, or in the late night, or at end of the night, a big vehicle with lots of grains, vegetables, fruits, the leaf plates on which serving is done, sweets, so many things have come, coming in search of where is Sri Chaitanya Gaudiya Mata. And it's told that yesterday was Janmashtami, one person has sent all this. They said that it should be offered in the service of the Supreme Lord. And then there was a grand feast that was organized. Because the devotee, he is always very enthusiastic to observe the festivals of the appearance of his dearmost object of worship. And the Lord also equally reciprocates to the devotee's desires. It is by the wish and will of Supreme Lord everything happens, not by our financial power or other material power, physical power, mental power. No, it's not possible by any of these things. It's possible only by the mercy of Supreme Lord. Therefore, devotees, they always put their 100% faith in the feet of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, at the feet of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, and they observe all the appearance festivals of the Lord with great enthusiasm. And the Lord is there, He will take care. Mutt is being run by Supreme Lord, not by us. Who are we to run the Mutt? Mutt is a spiritual organization. It is transcendental. We are material. How can we run a spiritual organization, transcendental organization, being materially minded persons? It's impossible. It is Guru, Vaishnavas and Supreme Lord who are running this missionary. We are just instruments. We should be very happy to feel so, that we have just become instruments in their hands to get an opportunity to serve them. So in this manner, the devotee is always enthusiastic to observe this festival, like Nanda Maharaj did. Today is also most revered Shiksha Guru Pada Padma Nityalil Pravishla Bhaktivedanta Swami Goswami Maharaj appearance anniversary. I think it is 125 or 126, right? 126. I think 1896 is his birth. 1896? I think it's 1896. So which is 126. Yes, it's correct. It's 126. So AC Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, Abhay Charan was his previous name in his Purvashram. His father named him Abhay Charan. And Swami Maharaj had a very, very special inclination towards Lord's service right from his childhood, early childhood. Even though he belonged to a family that was not very congenial to say to Krishna consciousness, yet he was very, very dovetailed in Krishna bhajan even at a very young age. But he met with his Guru when he was in his 30s, about early 1930s, by which he was 32, 34, something like that. He met Prabhupada Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur. He entered into a Grihastha ashram by then, and then he heard about Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. He met him, and then whenever he met him, Srila Prabhupada had only one instruction for him: go to the Western world and preach the message of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur was very, very enthusiastic to carry this mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to the Western world. Prithvi te aache jata nagaradi gram sarvatra prachar hoibe mora naam. This was the prophecy by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. This is going to happen. And Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has also envisioned that entire Mayapur has become a town of devotees, where devotees are singing and dancing in ecstasy. And different devotees from different parts of globe will come and perform dance in this Mayapur. Bhaktivinoda Thakur had envisioned during those days itself. And Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, in order to bring this prophecy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu come true, and also the vision of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, whom he addressed as my Prabhu, my master, he has taken so many initiatives. He first wanted to send our most revered Param Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedanta Madhav Goswami Maharaj. At the time he was a brahmachari. He was very young. Param Guru Maharaj took birth in 1904, and then he was very young, like 26, 27, very young and very handsome. Very handsome look, tall figure, like almost like Prabhupada. Almost like Prabhupada. And very recently, Sagar Maharaj in Rudradweep, he was telling this because he has seen our Param Gurudev. He told that Madhav Maharaj used to be like Srila Prabhupada. Almost the features very closely they would match, as if he were his son. Sagar Maharaj, the son of disciple of Tirtha Maharaj, Bhaktivilas Tirtha Goswami Maharaj, he says that Madhav Maharaj is a look-alike of Srila Prabhupada, almost like his son. Very, very handsome, tall figure, bright white, very attractive figure. So, one Rajarshi Sadabindu Rai, he told that you should not send your young and handsome brahmacharis to the Western world. It's not a safe place. So then, after that, Prabhupada changes the opinion because our Param Gurudev was a very, very learned person in Shastras. At the same time, very good looking, and his speech was like very logical, rational, and any person would instantaneously get attracted to him. That was his personality. So Prabhupada wanted to send him, but due to the reasons said before, Srila Prabhupada had changed the decision and he wanted to send an older monk of the mutt. So, even though the passport and everything got readied, Param Gurudev's passport, everything got ready, or photos were readied, passport was not readied yet. So, finally, in the end moment, the plan was changed. And Srila Bhakti Pradeep Tirtha Goswami Maharaj, Harinam from Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and he took sannyas from Srila Prabhupada. He was chosen to be sent to the Western world to propagate Mahaprabhu's mission. And he went there, he became successful. But most of the success came when Srila Bhaktivedanta Ban Goswami Maharaj went to the Western world. He went to London, Germany, so many other places, mostly in Europe initially, and then he preached in Germany, Europe, etc. And then he became a grand success. He even started a small mission there. Srila Bhaktivedanta Ban Goswami Maharaj. And also during the times of Prabhupada, our Goswami Maharaj, he also visited, he was also sent by Prabhupada to the Western because he also used to speak very nice English. He was also sent, but he was a brahmachari at that time, he was not a sannyasi. He was also sent. And then these three persons were the prominent preachers of Mahaprabhu's mission during the times of Prabhupada Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur, when Prabhupada was still manifesting in this performing the pastimes of manifesting in this material world. But whenever Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj came to Srila Prabhupada, I think it was only very few occasions that he met his Guru, some 3-4 occasions, not several. But the message of Srila Prabhupada was very clear. Because he was not simply satisfied with sending 4 or 5 preachers, he wants to send so many preachers to the West. That was his vision. So many preachers, because the world is so vast. So much preaching is required to attract everyone to India and to Mayapur. So he inspired Swami Maharaj that he should go to West. And Swami Maharaj, in order to fulfill the desire of his Guru, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Prabhupada, he wanted to initially earn some money so that he could print some books and he could also give some financial support to his family members so that he can easily accept Vanachari, renunciate, and then he can do preaching in the West. But as everything happens by the will of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, certain things did not turn up as he thought or expected. But immediately he thought that this is the mercy of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, that he wants me to take up this instruction of my Guru seriously and quickly as soon as possible, not wasting any further time. Therefore, he renounced his house, he accepted sannyas, and then he went to Radha Damodar temple in Vrindavan. I am telling in brief because it's very difficult to explain the pastimes of pure devotees in short time. So he went to Radha Damodar temple, he stayed there, and it is at that place he started to write Back to Godhead magazines, print Back to Godhead magazines. He would travel to Delhi to print that. And he would distribute on the streets. In the streets when there is hot summer and in the middle of so much hustle and bustle of Delhi, he would distribute all by himself. And also he went to Lucknow to start a league of devotees. He started a mission by the name League of Devotees. And he did not receive much success by any of these things, because people did not pay real attention to any of these things. So he thought that I think I should immediately act upon my Guru's words that I go to West and preach there. He was in Radha Damodar temple, he was translating Srimad Bhagavatam, because he always used to say, books are the basis. Purity is the force. And what is the essence? There is something is the essence, books are the basis, and purity is the force. He would say this. Books are the basis. Without books, there is no evidence. Anybody can speak anything, but there is a authentic scripture, Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, they will believe. So he, all by himself, he translated Srimad Bhagavatam and he printed it. It was at this time our most revered Param Gurudev was in Vrindavan. He visited Vrindavan, and our Guru Maharaj, most revered Srila Bhaktivedanta Tirtha Goswami Maharaj, he heard that Swami Maharaj is in Radha Damodar Mandir. So our Guru Maharaj went there to offer his obeisances. And he met him, and Swami Maharaj had shown him his books and Back to Godhead magazines, which were very, very difficult to read, not very nicely printed. These days we have digital printing and so many things, and also he does not have lots of money also to get a very good quality print. But still, he was doing all this. So he had shown, and then our Guru Maharaj asked that, my Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedanta Madhav Goswami Maharaj, and your god brother, he is in Vrindavan Mutt. Would you please like to come and visit our Gurudev? Then the following day, or within the next couple of days, Swami Maharaj came to our Mutt in Vrindavan. And he met our Param Gurudev. Our Param Gurudev he received sannyas in 44. And he was a brahmachari, he was a matvasi, and he was a sannyasi after that. Whereas Swami Maharaj was a grihastha, and then he accepted sannyas, and his sannyas also took place, I think, in late 50s, no? Late 50s or early 60s? No. Late 50s. Late 50s he took sannyas. So that way our Param Gurudev is senior god brother, because Param Gurudev also came to the mission of Prabhupada much before Sri Swami Maharaj. So Swami Maharaj came to our mat, met our Param Gurudev, and they had a discussion. And Guru Maharaj says that I was standing outside the door, I was not inside, because god brothers are speaking. I have no eligibility to enter there and to hear what they are speaking. They are god brothers. So I was standing outside. And after they finished discussion, I was accompanying Swami Maharaj to the gate. No, he was leaving and then I was accompanying him all the way to the gate, to the door, main gate. Then Swami Maharaj asked me, I want to go to the west to preach. Will you join me? He asked our Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj said, I remained silent. I could not say anything because I was the secretary of our organization at that time and there were so many responsibilities upon me, so many legal activities, so many construction activities, preaching activities, because secretary has the principal role in an organization. Acharya is just preaching, but secretary has the principal role. He has to take care of the management of the entire organization. So I was having so many responsibilities, I could not say anything. I just kept silent. That time I could not, Guru Maharaj always used to say this, that time I committed an offense. Even though it was not an offense that was intended, he had the responsibilities given by his own Guru, that was always the priority. Because if Param Gurudev had ordered you should go, then there is absolutely no issue. But Guru Maharaj had not committed any offense, but whenever he went to West later, he said that I have committed an offense at the feet of Swami Maharaj. That's why, today I have come here to, take the blessing of Swami Maharaj at every place wherever he had put his holy footprints. He went to all the places, particularly the place where Swami Maharaj was sitting in the park and then performing the Kirtan. New York, yes, at Tompkinson Square. Yeah, that park. Guru Maharaj went there. He asked the devotees that where is that Swami Maharaj, where is that place where he started. He went there, he offered obeisance in the park in the west and then took the dust with great respect. Yes, temples in ISKCON who had invited because there was some issue, they didn't want certain persons to come. So, but whoever have not raised any such objection, Guru Maharaj went to all those places. He offered obeisances there and he took the blessings, and wherever he went, he only kept saying that I have committed offenses at the feet of Swami Maharaj, but you very mercifully forgive my offense in this manner. So Guru Maharaj, Guru Maharaj used to quote, several teachings of Swami Maharaj. And he used to say that one Akinchana Prabhu is there and another Vaikuntanath Prabhu is there. Both are the disciples of Srila Prabhupada, Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj. So, whenever they used to take our Guru Maharaj from one place to another place by car, they used to play Swami Maharaj's audios in their car. And Guru Maharaj used to hear very attentively. Guru Maharaj used to say, I got an opportunity to hear the holy sermons of Swami Maharaj. So, in this manner, Guru Maharaj, wherever and whenever he went to West, he repeatedly, remembered the glories of Swami Maharaj. And because, I didn't pay attention to the time. Because, Swami Maharaj, he has actually, our Bhakti Rakshak Sridhardev Goswami Maharaj, he also used to say that Swami Maharaj is Shaktyavesh avatar of Nityananda. Nityananda's Shakti Avesh means the empowerment of Nityananda is there in, Swami Maharaj, due to which he could, preach extensively in the Western world and convince them to Krishna Bhakti. But it was not easy. It was not an easy journey for Swami Maharaj. He was a lone person fighting against Maya and to fulfill the mission of his Guru. And it is by the special mercy and desire of his Guru that he became so successful that today we see that Krishna consciousness movement has become so like a wildfire. It has spread like a wildfire, and still that wildfire has not stopped. It's still going on. It's all the mercy of Srila Swami Maharaj. So today is his appearance day. As always, it happens. Time is always short, so I had to brief everything, briefly speak. So I pay my most respectful obeisance to the lotus feet of my Shiksha Gurupad Padma Nitlil Pravishla Bhaktivedanta Swami Goswami Maharaj, that may he free me from all the offences that I have committed unto his lotus feet, knowingly or unknowingly, and bless me so that I spend the rest of my life trying to act as per the instructions of Guru and make my life successful. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग गांधर्विका गिरिधारी श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन पंचतत्वात्मक श्री गौर हरि की जय। परमाराधितम पतित पावन स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति वल्लभ तीर्थ गोस्वामी श्री गुरु महाराज की जय। नित्य लीला प्रविष्टोम विष्णुपाद प्रमुख स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति दयित माधव गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। जगत गुरु श्री भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की जय। श्री श्री रूपानुग गुरु वर्ग की जय। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि श्री गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री नंदोत्सव की जय। श्री नंद महाराज की जय। श्री यशोदा मैया की जय। जय श्री श्री गोकुल धाम की जय। गोकुलवासी भक्त वृंद की जय। जय नित्य लीला प्रविष्टोम विष्णुपाद प्रमुख स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। तदीय शुभ आविर्भाव तिथि पूजा की जय। समागत हरि कथा श्रवण करे भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री हरिनाम प्रभु की जय। श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल।